afternoon, everyone. My name is Bassmasters. These are my friends and colleagues, Buck Beaver and Jerome Buzz
What
Cutler.
if they're watching this in the evening?
We're talking NASCAR racing. It is the morning, believe it or not, and we're on a roundtable discussion here, gentlemen. And the issue has to do with an interesting spectacle that we saw on New Year's night. The Washington Capitals defeating the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-1 in the National Hockey League's Winter Classic, that outdoor game that everybody watches.
And let's give credit where credit is due. Rob put up a forum at Rowdy.com saying, hey, does NASCAR need its own version of the Winter Classic?
Well, let's answer that basic question first.
Well,
does NASCAR need the Winter Classic?
Sure they do. The Winter Classic is great in hockey. Let's come up with something fun and unique and different for NASCAR.
Well, I don't think it's a need. I mean, you know, NASCAR already has more variety built in than most sports with different track surfaces, different locations, different track configurations.
But at the same time, there is a certain grind to the NASCAR schedule. A certain week after week, and even though the tracks change, there is a sense of sameness because, number one, the tracks are the same every year, and we have a lot of similar track types. What the Winter Classic does in hockey, I think, is it takes a regular season game and just shifts it enough, makes it enough of a different element in there, really the elements, the outdoors, to have a bunch of people say, this is cool enough, I want to take a look at this sport. Couldn't we do something similar in NASCAR?
If the issue is the grind, then let's shorten the season.
I don't disagree with you. The season should probably, in fact, it's definitely.
But that's a different roundtable.
But that's a different discussion. Could we do something mid-season with a regular season race with real points on the line, where we shifted it? We did something different enough.
Well, to
get new people to come and look at this.
Here's the thing: the non-NASCAR fan or the casual NASCAR fan or the stick and ball fan I get this all the time. It's just a bunch of cars going left. That's all it is. And sure, it is a bunch of cars going left, but it's a far deeper
Any
sport.
sport can be described in that kind of pejorative way.
Hockey is the same way. You know, I'm not a huge hockey fan. I don't watch it, but when it's outdoors, I think, God, that's unique and different and cool. So I watch.
You check it out. Now, if you do that once, I think it's got a limited benefit to you. But if you do that kind of thing over and over again enough times, maybe you bring people back enough times to where they get a flavor for the sport and they say, you know what, this is really interesting. I do want to find out more about NASCAR racing. What would that look like?
If we're going to do it, we can't make it too hokey, too tricked up, because that just sort of makes it ridiculous.
The Winter Classic is a nice balance between something that's a little bit gimmicky, but still in most ways maintains the integrity of the game.
What already exists and is valid in motorsports and would work in NASCAR, my favorite solution is a street race. As you know, I've been an advocate for more road racing in NASCAR for a while, or a road course in the chase. But let's take it a step further. There are already street courses existing in Long Beach. Hey, Fontana lost a date. Maybe you could go to Long Beach and do a street race, give Southern California some love. There are street courses, of course, in Florida, in Austin, in Baltimore that already exist in this country. It might be fun to see the stock cars, the fendered cars on the streets of America. Now, I don't think you can sell that many tickets to a street race. I mean, you're not going to approach sort of the capacity that you would get at Bristol or even Martinsville, but
what a spectacle. What a great idea.
How about this idea? Let's take that July 4th Daytona race, and let's make that Daytona race the season finale in the chase. And let's take the July 4th weekend and make a real race, but do it along the lines of what you're saying, either a street course, or how about this idea? Let's do a highway race. That's where most people drive in this country. They do their most driving on those big highways, right? Let's take the DC Beltway or the Beltway here around Charlotte, and let's race on that.
How about the LA freeway?
As long as it's not a straight line, I'm
you gotta turn it a little bit.
How about the LA freeway?
Something.
I don't think LA could afford to close down the freeways.
Pick a date like July 4th and do it then.
Well, let's go halfway, okay? Let's do the Daytona road course. We know that's already a racing course, so we don't have to worry about getting the streets tricked out. It's Daytona. It's a really cool place, and stock cars can race there. So let's do the road course.
I just don't know if that's different enough, though, from just another, we're going to do a road course race.
That is the only way I could support Daytona as the season finale, as if it was on the road course. I don't want to.
I don't want to grind up the season out a road course.
I don't want a plate track as the season finale.
Why not?
Oh, because
why not?
Because I want the illusion of competitiveness for the season finale.
Daytona's plenty competitive. It's plenty competitive.
It's also plenty lucky.
No,
you know what we always say, and all the time, that you get lucky in play racing, but you ever notice how the same guys seem to win?
Yeah, you ever notice how the same guys seem to win?
I still think it's not racing like I like to see racing. I'd rather see Martinsville as the season finale.
No, plate racing is awesome.
Plate racing is awesome.
It's exciting. It's just not racing.
Do you have ideas for a NASCAR Winter Classic, or maybe what we might call a Summer Classic?
We thought about dirt, but we decided there were just too many obstacles.
Too many obstacles. Yeah. I think that the balance that hockey's achieved here, which is really neat, and may not be possible to achieve in NASCAR, is a regular season event that has heightened meaning. Now, you might say we already have some of that in NASCAR with the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 and the 600 and some races like that. You might say that's enough, and that we don't need an extra little kick there. But it would be interesting to come up with something for Buck Fever and Buzz Cutler.
I just felt an extra little kick.
Really?
And
that's really nice. I hope you'll leave the room before anything else happens. My name is Bass Masters. Do join us at Rowdy.com. Lots of great discussion going on there. Blogs, videos, even our daily, well, thrice weekly at this point, Rowdy podcast.
But it'll be coming back full time.
Full time next season. We're getting close.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.